What up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in Boston at Concepts with 5-time NBA All-Star and NBA champion, Kyrie Irving.
I used to complain about Nike not sending me enough shoes, and he said, Kai, one day, you're gonna have so many shoes, you're not gonna know what to do with them.
Gonna do some sneaker shopping today. Gonna see what he's feeling, what he's not, and then hopefully he's gonna buy some sneakers.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Kyrie, obviously worldwide fans, but it's the kids, the elementary schools. Anytime you go, they're all wearing your sneakers. What do you think it is about your connection with the younger generation?
What I feel like kind of what bridges that gap, myself of having great stories, they're just easy to follow, but also they're pretty universal. I try to live by some core principles, and I try to pay homage to my dad and how much he's taught me, as well as learning from greats that have come before me, whether it be in sports or fashion, anything culturally like progressive, I'm with it. So, I'm all about showcasing the youthful generation, and they're the ones that keep this thing going. So,
and you're very hands-on in the design, but also the price, super affordable in terms of a signature sneaker, which I think is really important and really applaudable. Mm-hmm. How important was it for you to make it at a price point that kids could buy for the first day of school and things like that?
Man, I tell you, it's a fight every single time. I'm so adamant in making sure that it's affordable for everyone as much as possible. Mm-hmm. At the same time, having some heat and some shoes, it'll raise the price point up a little bit after the sale, which I'm appreciative because the only person that we saw doing stuff like that was Mike, and some rare sneakers that other people wanted to have.
We're in Concepts, a special Concepts colorway of the 5. How excited about this colorway, especially, are you?
I mean, I'm very excited. When I first saw this shoe, first off, I didn't know that Concepts was doing a special collaboration like this. And to think how far it's come from just being a fan from afar to now having my own Concepts collaboration is something that I don't think that I would have ever dreamt of, but I'm appreciative of it. You have the Eye of Ra on here, I have it on my hand tattooed. And, Concepts just always comes up with some stuff that just like catches your eye, and it's separated into every other shoe, honestly.
Gotcha. So. And we have the 4s, but the 5s, 5th model. Not a lot of people get even one.
Yeah. I think of it as part of the evolution of who I am as a basketball player, as well as a philanthropist, as well as a businessman. I think that the more I understand of how the inner workings go and how I'm viewed at Nike and how much I push my team to be just always thinking about what's the next thing. Not what's the most trendy thing, but what's the next thing to stand out for us and mean something. You can always come out with colorways that you can attach your name to this and that and it'll sell, but at the end of the day, if you have some real authentic stuff that comes from you and you have some great collaborations with some unbelievable people, then you come up with things like this. So you have obviously the Concept shoe, and you have the yellow and green lobsters, you have this is going to be the start of it. This is the highest amount of units that Nike has ever put into a shoe. Wow. So I'm grateful that I'm able to kind of set some records at Nike.
Yeah, the elementary schools are going to be filled with these.
That's what I'm saying. And for me, I always think of that kid that doesn't even play basketball all the time. They see it on the shelf of a Foot Locker or a House of Hoops, and they're like, oh, I want this shoe. Who's this player? And then you draw them into the game. So.
Perfect. Kyrie, we got to talk Nike SB, but you were a big fan of Costin and P-Rod coming up.
Absolutely.
And you skated.
Yeah.
What shoes were you skating in?
Man, honestly, I didn't even have any Nike SBs when I was skating. I was probably skating in some of my hoop shoes.
Okay.
But I think that seeing the style that they skated with, as much as the grip that they had on kind of the skate culture, as well as how many people idolized them outside of skate as well. So think about it, I was hooping every single day, and coming back home, I would shoot some hoops, and then I would pick up my skateboard and I go off some ramps and probably skate down the hill and do some dangerous stuff. But those are two guys I was fans of, and especially at Nike.
Yeah, were the coaches worried? Basketball and skating is a dangerous mix.
Man, I wasn't even worried about the coaches. I was worried about my dang dad, man. My dad was, my dad was adamant, man. One time I tried to do an ollie over a rock, I hit the rock. I haven't skated since.
Wow. Smart though, smart investment from Pops.
I don't want to say I haven't skated since, but that was the last time I honestly took skating serious.
Gotcha.
I was just like, goodness, for my life. I wanted to be a skater when I was growing up.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You've incorporated, models like obviously the Lobster, the Ray Guns. How important once you got the signature line was it to make a nod to Nike SB, your models?
That was one of the important things I wanted to do. That was like a goal I set for myself. I wanted to be enriched with the Nike SB culture. I had already worn Nike SB before I became a signature athlete, so I had been pushing my brand team like, what can we do with Costin? What can we do with P-Rod?
Yeah.
Like, what can we do with these guys? Like, I want to show them that I love their stuff. I want to show them, and after a while, they picked up on it, and then we had some great collaborations. I did some stuff with Costin. Obviously, I've seen P-Rod around LA.
Yeah.
I've skated at the Barracks, so it was pretty awesome to be part of that kind of ever so evolving skate culture.
Kyrie, I read back in the day, you would play with your sister, you were wearing Jordan 7s and 8s and you were beating them. And then when you got a little older, you had more of appreciation for the value.
Yeah.
Was it like that when you were skating in Jordans and things like that? What was it like, just going through sneakers?
Oh man, just literally not giving about what I was wearing or doing anything like that. I was being a kid.
Yeah.
And just like any young boy, or just not necessarily having that appreciation yet of the shoes that you're wearing. Mm-hmm. It took me a little minute, but after a while, I caught up to what the wave was and how rare certain Jordans were, because I had some rare Jordans, and my sister was adamant, like, why are you going outside? And like I said before, so, I had to learn and evolve into that.
What were some of your favorite Jordans growing up?
I mean, my favorite Jordans growing up, probably the 1s, of course the 11s, 8s, the 7s, the 6s. One of my favorite pairs actually were the Jordan 20s.
Really?
Yeah.
Later model, that's good.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I picked up on it after a little bit.
Got you. I also heard that you buy a lot of shoes and you give them away. Wear them once and give them away. Is that true? Or have you slowed down with that?
Sometimes I'll have a lot of pair of my shoes and I'll donate them to the men's homes or the youth homes, and they have better use over there than for me just collecting dust. So my dad always taught me that. He told me one story too. I used to complain about Nike not sending me enough shoes, and he said, Kai, one day you're gonna have so many shoes you're not gonna know what to do with them.
Wow.
And for me, I always love giving them back to the kids and obviously my friends that love the shoes more than me.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I've been doing research for a few days. You love Cortezes.
Yeah.
Classic shoe.
Yep.
What's it about this? Everyone loves them, but you really wear them any chance you get, and especially the Kendrick Lamar ones.
Yeah, well, I'm a huge fan of Kendrick, especially Nike, collaborating with him, and I felt like he embodies a lot of what the LA culture is about. They have an authentic style, and was interesting about the Cortez, especially in the LA or California culture. They used to wear those as we used to wear Air Forces back on the East Coast. So, them having Cortezes was just like an everyday thing. But for me now, I wear Cortezes as if it's the hottest thing out. Like,
right.
So I love how you can have one coast and the other coast, and now we're just meeting in the middle.
Well, we talked about everything. Now's the easy part. Browse the shelves, see what you're gonna take home.
All right, bet. Manny, could I have these in a size 12, please?
Size 12.
Appreciate you. Can you check to see if you have any more of these in the back?
For you, man, I got you. Appreciate you.
All set. Total is $380.
Right here. This is for you too, my man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
There you go.
Thank you, man.
So, Kyrie came through, told some great stories, left with some great sneakers. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Appreciate you, brother.
Good luck this season, man.
Thanks.